morning, world. Good morning. So, it is Friday, and here I am at work, and I have been wiping tears out of the corner of my eye for, half the drive here because I'm reading Furious Hours, Murder, Fraud, and the Last Trial of Harper Lee by Casey Kep. I've been listening to this on audiobook all week, and I've been enjoying it. The audiobook reader is, very serviceable. I have wondered why they didn't choose a Southern voice for this. It was a little disconcerting. For example, I mean, she does a really good job, but early on in the book, she calls one Southern town Opelika, and it's just like, because it's Opelika. That's how we say it in the South. It's Opelika. And then halfway through, somebody like she gets another Southern town correct, another like from the Indian name, and I'm like, oh, she got that one right. And then she proceeds to say Opelika correctly. So it's kind of funny that they didn't choose to, or they probably didn't even notice. But I don't know, I'm Southern and I notice these things, and I would have liked a Southern narrator, but that's beside the point. That didn't bring me to tears. So what brought me to tears was, I'm driving, and the leaves are all bathed in this, all the trees, there are not many leaves left, but the ones that are, the ground, it's all bathed in this glorious fall lighting, which probably isn't doing anything for me right now, but on the trees, it's just like stunning. And, I'm driving, this gorgeous landscape that I live in here in the South. It's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful drive. I've said this before. And I'm listening to how, I'm at the last part of the book, and I'm listening to how Harper Lee began writing her novel, To Kill a Mockingbird, which is my all-time favorite novel. And she was able to take a year off writing because her really good friends gave her a salary for a year for a Christmas present. And that year like emblazoned the literary landscape of the United States, because To Kill a Mockingbird. And as I'm hearing this moment, there's just like, there's this deer down, like, I sound so sensitive and woo-woo right now, but there was this deer down the hill in a hollow, bathed in this, it was just an amazing moment. And then I'm thinking about the world today and what a train wreck it is, but there's always hope. There's always hope. So anyway, I'm very much enjoying this. I know I've heard several people with mixed reviews. They liked some parts more than others. But I've enjoyed the whole thing. The first part is very much just a true crime narrative. She's got very serviceable writing that I think if you're interested in what she's talking about, it just moves along at a brisk pace that I like. Then the middle section is about the law, and they're both very much set in time, early days of civil rights, just prior to that kind of thing. So yeah, I was very interested. And then now in the final section, I'm seeing, this lighting is not doing anything for me. Sorry. But in this, ooh, that's nice too. In this final section, it's all about Harper Lee and her early years, her relationship with Truman Capote, her brother, her family, her dad, friends, and then, her, making a living in New York City. And then Now I Met, how she wrote the book. And it's just been like, oh, I've just loved seeing it. It reminds me of Amy Tan's memoirs, in how you can see how she came up with her material for her novels, based on her life and the life of her mother and grandmother. You can see those threads in her novels, and through her memoirs you know about them. So that's what this book is giving me, seeing how she pulled her life together and wrote this novel, and I'm just here for it. So I didn't mean to talk that long about, one book, but it was a moment. So yeah, I'm gonna probably go in and talk some more. This might be a Doris monologue kind of day. Anyway, chat with you soon. Really need to figure out how to take a picture for Instagram with this gorgeous oak tree. What to do. My new Zoom is fabulous. Mood lighting. So, props. Yeah, so speaking of the disinfectant, it is Friday, and it was scheduled to be a school day, but we found out, I think Wednesday, that school was canceled today for students because we don't have enough faculty to staff, due to illness and quarantines. So there's that. I also think it's because we're having a staff development day, planning day, work day, and I think it's to prepare us in case we have to go remote after Thanksgiving break, which is a distinct possibility because I'm sure you all are aware that cases are accelerating at a frightening rate. So, yes, so we are off next week for Thanksgiving, the whole week, and then we shall see. I'm kind of worried about it because my kids are not going to do well. They don't have good internet access for remote learning, and it's hard on parents, but we do what we have to do. We will try our best. I have a stack of library books to do some read aloud things if I need to. I'll share those later. But yeah, let me get you caught up on my books. So, True Confessions. I did not finish this last weekend like I wanted to do. I don't know. I just, my productivity takes a nosedive when the world is chaotic. So, and I feel like, it's been, if you follow U.S. politics or U.S. science or lack thereof, you can see that the world is chaotic right now, is it not? I mean, there was even another hurricane hitting Honduras where Gabriel's grandparents are, so, they're fine. We're good. Anyway, so this book is just absolutely delightful. If you are a bee lover, this is a must read. Like, you will 100% want this for your collection. It's great for laymen. It's not overly scientific. However, it is kind of higher level specifics of what she's talking about, which for me makes makes that more interesting. However, if you're wanting just a more general overview of bees, you might start with A Sting in the Tail. That one's more like, they're both anecdotal, really great stories, but The Sting in the Tail is more like charming, anecdotal, and this is more of the high-level science. I mean, they both have high-level science, but anyway, that's what I would say. And then I started braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer, finally, and I will definitely be sharing some quotes from this later today because it is beautiful. It is just beautiful. This is a woman who just brilliantly and unapologetically weaves together her rural life and love of countryside with her scientific background as a botany professor and her heritage as an indigenous woman, and I'm here for it. More of this, please. So, yeah, that's my day. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? 7:22. So I have, what is that? 38 minutes. I can do math. 38 minutes to chill before the faculty meeting. Oh, I got to go get my temperature checked. Faculty meeting at 8, where we go over our remote learning training and protocols once more, but more specifically because it's looming. And yeah, so I'll be back. I thought I should tell you it's Friday one more time in case you weren't aware yet. So these are the books I got from the library to do read aloud. I think I've read this one, I can't remember, but I've read Run, Run as Fast as You Can. You Can't Catch Me, I'm the Stinky Cheese Man, and I love it. Right up my alley with that humor. I guess we're upside down. So, we have figured out, like, if you guys are in education, you know what accelerated reader is. You get points for taking quizzes about books. And we have found out that all of these Laura Numeroff books are in, there's a Spanish quiz and an English one. So, like, we feel like we're thwarting the system by getting double points for reading. But, you know, if you're bilingual, kudos to you, right? So I grabbed If You Give a Pig a Pancake, If You Give a Pig a Party. Oh, wait, I got that twice. Bummer. I was in a hurry. We were in a hurry. If You Give a Cat a Cupcake. And then this is a new one that they said is really good. We Don't Eat Our Classmates. I might have to read that one today. No, I'll save it so it'll be new when I read it for the kids. And then you guys know I love Skippy John Jones. So in Mummy Trouble, oh, this is, I thought this was kind of cute. All the Seasons of the Year. So, and then my Skippy John Jones in the Doghouse and Lost in Spice. Oh, and while we're here, let's look at this. Isn't this adorable? So I did benchmark testing with a small group. I did read aloud with them every morning this week, and the girl who sat here, well, one of my students drew that bunny, but all of this a fifth grader drew this week, and it's just so adorable. Love it. Of course, we have to look at the new kid art. This is preschool, turkey time. And here we have Veterans Day and thankfulness. And Christmas trees up the ramp. Aren't those gorgeous? Love that. shirt has been super popular already this morning. Dolly for president. Yeah. Very best thinking outside the box. And this twisted his mama's whiskers tighter than a Texas tornado. Hey you, Mr. McPoo, said Mama Junebug Jones. Just what do you think you're doing? McPoo didn't say boo. He was too busy reading. You see what he's reading? Hey, little digger, I'm talking to you, said Mama, scooping up her boy. A pyramid outside the litter box will never, ever do. Then she saw his magazine. National Geographic, said Mama. And the curse of the cat mummy? Why, this will give you nightmares, boy. With an upset tummy, too. Plus a puffy tail on the grandest scale. This story is taboo. That means you can't read that story. But Skippy John Jones was in no mood to listen to his mama, so he skedaddled into his room. Look at the little fish in the sink. Oh my gosh. And the rubber duckies and his sisters. Okay, I'm feeling a lot better about things after the faculty meeting because we have an excellent principal and assistant principal. So, and then I went back to the library and got more books, obviously. So, you saw a little clip I filmed, a read aloud of Skippy John Jones, and then I got some nonfiction to pair with it. I'm super excited about that. And then I got another nonfiction to pair with this one, The True Story of the Three Little Pigs. So I got the wolves there. And then for the piggies, I got a nonfiction as well. And then I found another book that looked fun, Chicks and Salsa by Aaron Reynolds, and a nonfiction to go with that as well. So obviously, if we do go remote, which again, it's not confirmed at all, just a possibility eventually, but if we do, I am going to focus on fiction and nonfiction pairings, obviously. Okay, so there is a sentence here that just could not be any more me. Here it is. Sometimes I wish I could photosynthesize so that just by being, just by shimmering at the meadow's edge or floating lazily on a pond, I could be doing the work of the world while standing silent in the sun. Yeah. That's me. And then here is she, the author. I could hand you a braid of sweetgrass as thick and shining as the plait that hung down my grandmother's back, but it is not mine to give, nor yours to take. Wingashk belongs to herself, so I offer in its place a braid of stories meant to heal our relationship with the world. This braid is woven from 3 strands: indigenous ways of knowing, scientific knowledge, and the story of an Anishinaabe scientist trying to bring them together in service to what matters most. It is an intertwining of science, spirit, and story. Old stories and new ones that can be medicine for our broken relationship with Earth. A pharmacopoeia of healing stories that allow us to imagine a different relationship in which people and land are good medicine for each other. You gonna watch me get this bee book read, boo?
What? What? Huh?
You feeling it, boo? You feeling it? Oh my goodness. Ooh! She feeling feisty. Oh, baby. What you think, guys? Not much. Oh my goodness. So this is the real life event that The History of Bees by Maja Lund was based on. And then look down here. Dave Goulson. That's my sting in the tail, man. Star quality book here. Got all the big guns in it in the bee world. I finished and it was just lovely. And now I have to sign off for this vlog. Thanks so much for watching and I will be back soon. Bzzz.